If you have all it takes, create space and go for it. If you have all it takes, create space and go for it. We are all of us gifted differently, and all of us are very unique. And the gifting that God has put in us, they are very unique and very special. The gifting that you have, the talent that you have, God has put it there so that it can be able to add value to you and mostly add value to other people. My question today is, what are you doing with what God has deposited in you? Are you just enjoying the giftings of other people? Are you just enjoying the good thing that other people are doing, the gifting, the talent that they are doing? It's your time also to explore what you have inside of you, because each one of us, God has deposited good things, but you need to find out what is it that you have. There is something that God has deposited in you that is able to add value to other people, just like the way you're enjoying other people's talents. We just concluded Olympics, and you can see people were really running up and down. They were playing different games, and I'm just giving an example of athletics. And people are really engaged with different games. And you could look at different people, and people are really gifted differently. People are doing things that, you would imagine that no one can be able to do it. But one of the key things is that when you begin discovering it, you'll be able to realize that you are also in a position to explore what you have. Actually, at the moment, the Paralympics comes later on. And I've been following it very keenly, and I've noted there are people who are really, they may not be having some parts of the body, or they have a deformed leg or an hand, but they're doing extremely very well. What gifts do you have? What is it that you have that you have not explored? You know, there's this preacher that used to be called Miles Monroe, who said that the richest place on earth is a grave. Why? Because that is where we have people who have died and they never lived their lives. People who have died, they never used their giftings, and many, many, many other things. And one of the key things I am here to share with you is that all of us are gifted differently. And one of the key things I think I've noted is that sometimes you think you're not capable, but you're very much capable. There is something unique that you have to offer. Very unique, regardless, so long as it's the right thing. There are people, you stay with them and they are very humorous, they are comic, they can make you laugh, and that is a career that is really doing quite well. There are people who are really inspirational, they motivate you. And that is what God has gifted them. There are people who are really good leaders, people who are very good administrators, people who are so detailed, and all those things. And so there is something that is very unique in you. What you need to do is just to discover it. And how will you be able to discover it? You can see it. What do you love mostly doing? What is it that you do that you don't struggle? You'll be able to realize that is what God has called you to do. You can also be able to discover it through other people. There are people who look at you and tell you, I think you are good in this. I think you are good in this. And through that, you'll be able to begin exploring it and growing it. And you'll see a lot of benefit. Not for you alone. This is not for you alone. Remember, it is for other people, for to add value to other people. Whatever that God has called you to do, just go for it. Just go for it. Don't limit yourself, and don't fear. Most of the time I've noted that fear is not good. Fear makes you not to do things that you're supposed to do. Fear makes you not to explore, because you're kind of, what are people going to say? And let me tell you the truth. People will always have to say something. People will talk, even when you don't do anything. They will even talk and say, you are lazy and you don't think, you're not. They will always talk. Don't mind about people, so long as you're doing the right thing. If you're doing the right thing, just go for it. Just go for it. So what is it that you have? If you have what it takes, and I know you do have, if you have what it takes, don't allow anything to come in between. Just go for it. Just go for it. Yes, go for it, because it is going to add value to you. It is going to add value to people. And let me tell you, if you do a proper observation in this world, you'll realize that there's nothing that is here just coincidence. Nothing is an accident. God, with his wisdom, knowledge, all-knowing, we normally say God is omnipresent, omniscient, all-knowing. Everything is so neatly knitted together with details, and nothing is of no use. Even when you look at the creation, the world, the creation, the plants, the animals, everything has got its purpose. Everything has got its purpose, including your body. Look at your body. Everything is put together very careful, and it has a purpose. Everything. God is a master when it comes to creation. And so, don't disappoint God. Don't disappoint God by not using what God has put in you. Or definitely you can't disappoint God, but God will be happy for you because you've used what you have. So what do you have to offer? The world is waiting to test or to be able to enjoy the gifting that is in you. So my message is, if you have all it takes, get out there, occupy the space, go and conquer the world, because it is very much possible. Whatever you have in you has not been exploited, really, have not been used. Just step out. Step out there, and you'll be among the best. Thank you guys, and see you in my next one.